Alright, a little update for the free homunculus free tracking on Voyage of Despair. Got a lot of questions, or a few questions on my last video about it, so I'm going to try and update it with a little better, more exact guide, I guess, on how to actually do it. So, you must link the pack-a-punch machines, all 4 of them. You must do the first step of the Easter egg, which is the clock step. So you will be on this step of the Easter egg. Within the chain of phases, all is conceived. As long as you're on that step, you will be able to do this on round 9. This only works on round 9. So, can't do it earlier, can't do it later. Go ahead and burn through round 8, and once we get to round 9, I will show you exactly what I mean. Right there is pretty much where you want to end up. Let's burn through this round. And at the beginning of round 9, I will show you how this is done.
My blade is so swift, you probably did not even feel it pierce your fetid flesh.
Just because you don't get it to work the first time doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It's a little finicky, you have to do it exactly correct. So sometimes it takes a few tries, but I promise it does work. Here's the last zombie. So you're gonna come to this area of the map on round 9. Hold the interact button for 1 or 2 seconds. Crouch. Walk up against the railing. Cross the blood. Over to the ice blocks. Straight up to the staircase. Right here at this corner where the little ice is. Turn. Walk over to the railing. Let go of interact, melee twice, stand up, and switch weapons.
Well, that may not have been subtle, but it was spectacular!
As you can see, it works. But just because you don't get it the first try doesn't mean that you did something wrong.
An electric chupacarne. I would say I am shocked, but...
The only difference between this video and my previous one was you need to hold the interact button for a few seconds right here before you crouch and before you start walking away. Take that exact same path all the way up through here while you're crouched holding it, and go up against this part of the railing right here near the blood spot. So that same combination that we just did to get the free cracking and stuff, you can do the exact same thing on a later round, but you must have the safes done. So I'm going to show you a different trick. This gets you onto the flying vehicle. So you need to have your shield, and I would assume you need to have the clock step done and everything. Go down here to the cargo hold, and I'm going to get the safe cracker. There are 4 safes around the map that you must crack and place a specific part into each one of them. The code that cracks the safe will tell you which
fight this, yeah? Mano a
part
mano.
goes in which safe. So pick up the safe cracker. First safe we're going to do. And this may be the exact order you have to do them in, but the first safe is up here at the bridge inside the office. Crack this safe, and it's going to give us a code.
What is in there? Another
1404.
Can I use it to escape this one?
I just gotta find which part it is. So there's a number under those bottles. It's hard to see, so we're just gonna go check the other ones first. It's 2340. $14.04. There's the bone. Pick it up.
Could have value.
And go place it in the safe. It had that same combination. Once it accepts it, pull out your seal, bash the safe cracker,
Scarlet
and go to the second
as she
safe.
said.
The second safe is in the first class area. Right here around the corner. Place the safe cracker. Wait for the code. I always use winner's well and freeze up these zombies and take my time getting the code and everything. 1912. Go back to where the bones are. That one was 2340. Let's go ahead and check this one. $42.50. So it's got to be the one that was under the bottles. It's a little difficult to see unless you buy a sniper, but
¿Qué es esto?
that should have been it right there. Go place the skull in the safe. And these will change based on your game that you're playing. The codes. Place the skull in here. Get the safe cracker back. Go crack the next safe. The next safe is in the Millionaire Suites. Wait for the code.
¡Ay, maldiciones! ¡Mis pantalones!
$42.50. $42.50, I believe, was in the basement, in the cargo hold. $42.50. There's the bone.
Okay, I suppose I should do my share to carry the load.
I'm gonna place this back in the safe. Once it accepts it, closes up, put your safe cracker back, and go to the last one. Fourth and final safe is in the back area of the boat, downstairs in the right corridor. Use the fast travel system to get back and forth from the front to the back of the boat. You go downstairs, and on this right side should be a safe. Right here. Crack it. It's going to be the final bone, so I don't even need to look at the combination. There's the bone.
Yay!
Pick it up.
Collecting random objects is far more thrilling than fighting monsters for survival.
Go ahead and end the round.
You should thank me for such a merciful death. There are bad hangovers, and then there's whatever that was. Oh, well, that sounds threatening.
Place the last bone in the safe. Once it's accepted,
You should probably cage his head in.
and make our way back to the front of the boat. Go ahead and kill this guy.
Of course they catch fire. At this point, why would they not?
So once all 4 bones have been placed into the correct safes, in the cargo hold at the front of the boat, inside one of the vehicles, there will be a fully formed skeleton inside the vehicle. If you walk up and hold interact on him, it will sink into the ground and be spawned into the air flying around the boat. You can see the skeleton right there. Just hold interact. It goes through the floor, and it will now spawn flying through the air. Once that is done, you want to use the exact same button combination as you did to get the free Kraken and the homunculus,
I knew there was
in
a
the
reason I
exact same
hated that
spot,
little blue rat.
and it will spawn you onto the flying car. It's crazy that this stuff even works, but I promise it does. So I'm gonna try and get it down to a few zombies. And there's the car flying through the sky.
Diablo en el coche. Mi madre would say this is a bad omen.
Just gonna go ahead and use the homunculus to do this. Come to the exact same area. And hold interact. 1000 to 1000. Crouch. And walk the exact same path.
That is a lot of anger.
Over to the ice ball.
Especially for something so small.
Straight up the stairs. Over to this corner right here where the ice is. Turn. Over to the railing. Release the interact button. Melee twice. Stand up. Switch weapons.
Kill the blue ones on
Like I
sight,
said,
amigos. They
a
make
little
our job 10
finicky.
times harder.
Just because it didn't work the first time doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. And this can be done on any round afterwards, so the last zombie. Alright, let's go for this. Hold interact. 1000 to 1000. Crouch. Walk this path. Up the stairs. Over to the corner. Over to the wall. Release. Melee twice. Stand up. Switch weapons. Of course I get the Kraken first try, and this one's being difficult. Hold the interact button. Crouch. Walk this path. Release, melee twice, stand up, switch weapons.
Oh no! Once again, I am vulnerable to attacks from the rear. I'm glad to have a barrier between my firm posterior and those who would seek to harm it.
Melee twice, stand up,
If it is violence you seek, then it is violence you will find.
let's switch to 11s. Hold the interact button. Crouch. Release, melee twice, stand up, switch weapons. Like I said, just because it doesn't work the first try doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It's very finicky. Just like the previous one, I promise this works. It's going to take you maybe a few tries, but it does work. I think the ghost part had just spawned out of the map for a second when I was getting it correct. So, not really anything they found you can do up here yet, but it's pretty cool if you actually can get onto the car that's flying around the map. So if you shoot, I'm pretty sure it spawns you out of the car. Pretty cool. There's a little update for everything. As you can see, I didn't get it right every single time, but it
Good
does
things
work.
come to those who wait, and those impatient ones who just decide to take them.
I will catch you in the next one.
Just when you think the day cannot smell any worse. Outnumbered again. Even in great numbers, your threats are